Hey everybody, I hope you had a good weekend, hungering, thirsting, learning, and having some fun. This week I want to take a look at my favorite psalm. That's going to be Psalm 63, so if you want to, you can go ahead and flip over there. Psalm 63 was written by David. Psalms always have kind of like a physical meaning as well as like a spiritual meaning. So a lot of times you'll hear David say stuff like, God, you're my salvation. And we a lot of times will think, oh, okay, he's his salvation, his spiritual salvation. But a lot of times when David writes that, at the same time, he has the idea in his head of, oh man, I am a king in battle, and there are enemies chasing after me, and if they catch me, they're going to kill me. So, God, you're my physical salvation, and you're my spiritual salvation. So we see a lot of the spiritual aspect of the Psalms come out in Psalm 63. It's just a super awesome psalm. It's probably the one that's shaped my life the most out of any of them. So let's just go ahead and jump in. I hope we can get through the whole thing this week or whatever, but we're going to keep on looking through it, so we'll have a little bit of consistency. So go ahead and flip over to Psalm 63, and we are only looking at the first 5 words. Alright? So Psalm 63 starts out, verse 1. O God, you are my God. First verse of the psalm. Oh God, you are my God. Sometimes when we approach God, the first thing that we need to do, and probably the first thing that is best for us, is just like David in Psalm 63, to recognize who God is. Because what he's saying starts out this psalm, oh God, you are my God. And it seems kind of repetitive. Oh God, you are my God. Like, why would he say it twice? But in the Hebrew literature, which is what the psalm was written in, sometimes they would put things, they would write it in twice to give emphasis. So what he's really doing is he's saying, look, God is God. He's putting it in there twice. And so what we see David doing is he's saying, before anything else, God, before I start anything else, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recognize who you are. I'm going to recognize that I am your creation and you're the creator. I'm going to take my eyes off of all this stuff around me, and I'm going to recognize that you are the one true God. I'm going to recognize that there are things in my life that I value more than you. And so I want to refocus onto you, God. And that's what we're trying to do through a lot of these devos. We're trying to recognize that God is God, and that we are His creation, and we have reason to listen to Him, and He knows best. And so David starts out, and he just says, God, you are God. You know what, I think that sometimes we just need to start our day out like that. When we roll up out of bed and we're getting ready for school and we're getting ready for work and all this stuff, we just need to start our day out sometimes and say, okay, God, today you're God. This morning I've got to get this done. This afternoon I'm doing this. I'm meeting up with this person after school. I'm hanging out with them. And today I just want to say that you are God. So whatever happens, I want to honor you. I want to recognize that whatever bad comes my way today, you're in control. I just want to reaffirm that you're God. And that's an awesome way to praise Him. It's simple, but it's powerful. Just to say, alright, today you're God. You're calling the shots. I want to honor you as God. I want to live rightly because you're God. And so David just starts out the psalm. He says, okay, hold on. Before anything else, let's just reestablish that God, you are God. You're God over my life. You're God over the situations that happen around me. You're God. You're in control, and you're worthy. So today, and as we get up every day, let's just start to focus and refocus and say, okay, today you're God. I think that's a powerful first 5 words of that song. Oh God, you are my God.